Hello everyone, welcome to Dynamic Study. This is quiz class number 65 on previous year question paper. We have already started our discussion on December 2015 question paper and this is the second part of the video. So let's start today's class. Question number 11. We have already discussed 10 questions. This is question number 11. While compiling, what sort of book did Richardson conceive of the idea for Pamela? Pamela, subtitled as The Virtue Rewarded. You all know Pamela is considered the first English novel written by Samuel Richardson. So, what sort of book did Richardson conceive of the idea for Pamela? Option 1, an account of the plague in London. Option 2, an instruction manual for manners. Option 3, a book of devotion. And option 4, a book of model letters. The correct option is option number 4, a book of model letters. Pamela is an epistolary novel. Right? Next question. Who gained notoriety in 1917 when dissatisfied with the way the war was being conducted? He drafted his letter of willful defiance of the military authority which captured attention to the House of Commons. Option 1, Rupert Brooke. Option 2, Siegfried Sassoon. Option 3, Wilfred Owen. And option 4, Isaac Rosenberg. All of them are war poets. So, which war poet drafted a letter of willful defiance of the military authority and dissatisfied with the way the First World War was being conducted? Correct option is option number 2, Siegfried Sassoon. Okay. Next question. If you cannot understand an argument and remark it is Greek to me, you are quoting which writer? Option 1, John Milton. Option 2, Samuel Johnson. Option 3, William Shakespeare. And option 4, John Donne. It's Greek to me is a kind of proverb nowadays. So, what is the source of this quotation? The correct answer is option number 3, Shakespeare. This phrase is taken from Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar, published in 1616. But before Shakespeare, another writer has used this phrase with a little variation. The writer is Thomas Dekker. Dekker wrote a play called Patient Grisel, published in 1603. In this play, we find the phrase, it is Greek to him. So, from this phrase, Shakespeare has modified it and used it in Julius Caesar as it is Greek to me. So, before Shakespeare, this phrase was also used by Thomas Dekker. Okay. Next question. Which work is compiled by Walter Scott? Option 1, The Lay of the Last Minstrel. Option 2, Marmion. Option 3, Ivanhoe. And option 4, The Minstrelsy of the Scottish Border. The question is asking of compilation. Which work is compiled, not written? Okay, which work is compiled by Walter Scott? The correct answer is option number 4, The Minstrelsy of the Scottish Border. It is actually a collection of border ballads which was compiled by Scott. Next question. Which work is not written by Ol Soyinka? Option 1, Home and Exile. Option 2, Congi's Harvest. Option 3, The Interpreters. And option 4, The Swamp Dwellers. Not written by Ol Soyinka. The correct answer is option number 1, Home and Exile. Home and Exile is actually a collection of 3 lectures written by Chinua Achebe, delivered at Harvard University in 1998. Now, what are the 3 lectures? My Home Under Imperial Fire, The Empire Fights Back, and Today the Balance of Stories. These are the 3 lectures, and these 3 lectures together collected and published as Home and Exile. Okay. Question number 16. In the defense of poesy, Sidney says, there is a quotation, "In our action of our life, who seeth not the filthiness of evil, wanteth a great foil to perceive the beauty of virtue." Now, which form of poetry offer a foil here? Option 1, pastorals. Option 2, parody. Option 3, comedy. And option 4, tragedy. The correct answer is option number 3, comedy. Next. Which poet is described by Dryden as a rough diamond and must first be polished before he shines? Option 1, Chaucer. Option 2, John Gower. Option 3, George Herbert. Option 4, Robert Herrick. The correct option is option number 1, Geoffrey Chaucer. This comment is given by Dryden in his work Fables Ancient and Modern. Okay. Question number 18. There is a quotation. Most novels are in some sense knowable communities. It is part of a traditional method, an underlying stance and approach that a novelist offers to show people and their relationships in knowable and communicable ways. Who is the author of these lines? Option 1, Van Wyck Brooks. Option 2, Raymond Williams. Option 3, Joseph Woodcraft. And option 4, T.S. Eliot. The correct option is option number 2, Raymond Williams. This quotation is taken from The Country and the City. Next question. There is another quotation. Fair is love and cruel as she is fair. Her brow shades frown although her eyes are sunny. These lines are example of which figure of speech? Option 1, circumlocution. Option 2, antithesis. Option 3, anticlimax. And option 4, bathos. The correct answer is option number 2, antithesis. The last question of today. In Epistle to Dr. Arbuthnot, Pope says that as a poet he had benefited from this saving counsel. Now, whose counsel is Pope referring to? Option 1, Longinus in On the Sublime. Option 2, Horace in Ars Poetica. Option 3, Quintilian in Institutio Oratoria. And option 4, Aristotle in Poetics. The correct option is option number 2, Horace in Ars Poetica. That is the end of today's quiz class. Thank you very much. Keep on watching Dynamic Study, keep on learning. Please like this video, share this video with your friends, and also please put your views in the comment section. We will meet very soon in our next class. Have a nice day. Bye bye.